Okay, so today we're making lamb karahi. Traditionally, lamb karahi is actually made in like a wok. It can be made of iron or non-stick pan, but we're going to make it in a pressure cooker today. So the ingredients that we need is I have 1 pound lamb leg. You can use boneless with bones or without bones. It's entirely up to yourself. But I've got it with bones cut into small little cubes. In the masala, we need 1 tablespoon of salt. When adding salt into red meat, do be careful because red meat tends to be a bit salty as well. So just do the salt on your own accord. 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. I've got half a teaspoon of cumin powder, half a teaspoon of pepper powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala. I've also got red crushed chillies. That's half a teaspoon of crushed red chillies. Also 1 teaspoon of ginger and garlic paste, and we've just got kasuri methi there. If you do have gulunji, which are black seeds, just add half a teaspoon of that as well. I just didn't have any, so I'm not showing it in the description here. Also two green chilies, and we're just going to use 6 large tomatoes. These are quite large, so I'm using 6. And we're just going to use half a lemon. Just squeeze it in at the end once we've finished. I've also got coriander leaves. Just going to use about 2 tablespoons of coriander leaves at the end. And we've also got yogurt, and we're going to put 3 heap spoons of yogurt in to make a nice curry paste there. So let's get started with the lamb. We're just going to fry it until it changes a slight colour, and then we'll continue from there. Okay, so I've just heated some oil in a pan, and what we're going to do, I've got the 1 pound lamb leg. We're just going to throw that in, and then we're just going to fry it until it's slightly changed colour. And just let that fry, and we're just going to lightly brown it just like this, and then just continue to cook this. Okay, whilst the meat is cooking, and as you can see it's changed colour after 4 minutes, it does release its own water. So we're just going to continue to cook this until the liquid has evaporated, and then we'll add the tomatoes in. Just to let you know with the tomatoes, what I've done is I've cut them in half and I've de-seeded them, so I've taken all the seeds off, and we're just going to put it in like this into the pan. Once it's softened, we're going to remove the skins. So that's how you want to cut your tomatoes there. Okay, we're now going to add the ginger and garlic paste. That's 1 teaspoon, and then just stir that in. And then just continue to cook this for 1 minute. Okay, so we're now going to add the tomatoes in. So just add them in slowly. And we're just going to gently stir this, very gently. And we're going to cook this until the tomatoes are completely softened, as I said before, and then we're just going to take these skins off. If you have a lid, just cover it for at least 10 minutes until the tomatoes soften. and then we will be ready to put the dry spices in. Sorry. Okay, so after 10 minutes, you'll notice that the tomatoes will have softened, and just take the skins off just like that. And then just continue to do this until you've done all the tomatoes. Okay, as you can see, I have removed all the skins of the tomatoes. And what you're going to do now is just continue to cook this until the tomatoes have completely disappeared and makes like a nice sauce for your curry here. So just continue to cook this. Okay, so as you can see, the tomatoes have all mashed up now, so we're going to add 1 tablespoon of salt. So add that in. 1 tablespoon of red chilli powder. 1 tablespoon of coriander powder. Half a teaspoon of black pepper powder. Half a teaspoon of garam masala. And half a teaspoon of jeera powder, and then just stir that in. And then just continue to cook this. We're also going to add half a teaspoon of crushed chillies, and then just stir that in. We're also going to add yogurt into this. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So 3 tablespoons of yogurt. Add that in and stir that in. And slowly stir that in. Just stir it in on one side of your pan so it doesn't curdle, and then slowly mix it into the whole of your curry there. And then just give this another 3-4 minutes, and I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, so we're going to add the green chilies. You can either chop them up, or you can just throw them in like this, just the way that I am, but it's entirely up to yourself. And then just stir this. Okay, so I'm going to add the 1 tablespoon of kasuri methi. Add that in, and then just stir that. When it comes to the salt and the red chilies, just put it in how you like it. Obviously I eat pretty spicy food, so I do tend to put a lot of spices in my food, but you can adjust the salt and the red chilies to your own taste, but everything else just do the same, and it'll be perfect for you. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to cook this for another 2-3 minutes, and then I'm going to put half a glass of water in, and then we're going to pressurise it for 20-25 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 cup of water in. Just make sure it's boiled. This is kettle boil water. Never put cold water in meat when you're cooking it, because it just completely lowers the temperature and it messes everything up. So I'm just going to put a cup of water in, and I'm going to pressurise this for 20-25 minutes, and then we'll check what it looks like. So once you've just done that, stir that in. Okay, so we're just going to pressurise this now. And then just once you've got the lid on, just turn the heat on high. And then we're just going to do this for 20-25 minutes, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. and it's been about 20 minutes, so I'm just going to check if the lamb is cooked. Okay, we've still got some liquid left over, which is fine, we'll evaporate that. Just going to check. Oh, it's very hot. Yeah, as you can see, it's nicely cooked. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to evaporate the remaining of the water, because we're not going to make it like a salad style, we're going to make it like a dry paste curry style. What we're going to do now is we're just going to add the coriander leaves. That's 2 tablespoons of coriander. Just add that in and just stir that in. Okay, now that it's gone into a nice thick sauce, just going to squeeze half a lemon in. Not too much, just half. And then just stir that in and cook that for another 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so the lamb karahi is now ready. As you can see. Okay, so the lamb karahi is now ready, as you can see. Just gonna put a few coriander leaves. And that's ready. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how cooked the lamb is. So let's just take a as you can see, it's cooked. You can see it's like going resha resha, so it's cooked.